quiet Sunday morning in Medellin. Perfect time to bike out of the city. See those mountains? I see them too. And that's where I'm going. At least it looks like I might have some company. So I just spoke with one of the cyclists, and he told me that Pintada, which is the objective for today, was a really good pick. So I got that going for me. Another day, another flat. But I found the reason. It wasn't a pinch flat. It was an actual extraneous item in my tire, so I got it resolved thanks to some friendly cyclists. Another one. This time I had to do a patch. My first attempt at patching it didn't really work. Trying again, but I'm not feeling necessarily optimistic. So yeah, the patch isn't working. So I'm riding on my flat, which could be bad for my tire, but I've been wanting to change them anyways. They're getting pretty low. And there's a town, Versailles, at 1 kilometer away. So maybe from there I can get a bus to Santa Barbara, which I spoke to another cyclist, and he said there was a store there, a bicycle shop. So that's the plan for now, I guess. So I found a motorcycle repair place in Versailles, and they were able to fix my flat. But unfortunately, things are not as pretty as they look. When I got to Versailles, I realized I didn't have my phone anymore, or at least a little bit after getting there. And then I got a motorcycle ride back to where I last tried to fix my tire and didn't find anything. So I figure somehow in all the commotion that someone stole my phone, or maybe it really just is on the road somewhere, but I did look pretty thoroughly, so yeah. And a third flat on the day. Thankfully, Santa Barbara is only 2 kilometers away. Let's see what's outside the window. All right. Guess I'm spending the evening changing all my passwords. So this morning was pretty busy. After an hour of struggling, I finally managed to purchase a phone, which was difficult because they need to register it to a Colombian citizen, so they may have gotten into the gray line there to give me my phone, which I ended up purchasing the exact same that I had before, which is a Motorola Moto C. Not the greatest phone ever, but fairly inexpensive. 240,000 pesos, which is like 100 Canadian dollars or 80 US dollars, and it works for me. And I'm pretty relieved at the fact that it looks like my identity wasn't stolen. Managed to change all my passwords and everything without any signs of false entry or something. And after doing that, with the help of some locals, I repatched my my 2 already patched tubes, and this one at least seems to be working for now. So the plan is to make it to Pintada if I can, which is only 25 kilometers away, but every kilometer is kind of feeling like a miracle right now. Colombian Andes are doing wonders for my mood. So I'm heading to Pintada because I've heard that it's a common cycling destination, cycling and tourism destination. So so there's maybe a chance that I'll be able to pick up an inner tube in my size, which I wasn't able to do in Santa Barbara. So I've made it to Pintada. I've checked out 1 bicycle shop, no dice. But apparently there is another one. That is where I'm headed now. So I wasn't able to find a inner tube, but this shop here was closed because today's a holiday. So I'm gonna check it out tomorrow, but I don't think they're gonna have anything, because usually when the town doesn't have anything, that means all the shops don't have anything. And sure enough, I'm leaking. So yeah, tomorrow is Manizales, which is 100 kilometers. Not sure how that's gonna work, but it's actually more than 100 kilometers, I think. On the bright side, I've got a pretty roomy hotel room for 35,000 pesos. Time for a cold shower. Day 3, and the objective is the small town of Ira, which is only 65 kilometers away, but I'll be glad if I make it, because I'm riding on some leaky tires. Had more food, but I forgot to film it. Alright, so the final day heading to Manizales. Yesterday I made it to Ira, only having to pump midway through the day, and I had to pump up this morning. Overall, I'm feeling like I'm playing with the house's money right now. Manizales only 55 kilometers away, and I think it's gonna be a pretty one. A few seconds after that last shot, my tire went flat quickly. Just because of how fast it went flat, I'm just gonna head back up so I can have just have some storage here. I can maybe have access to some water and see why it went flat so quickly this time. Or I could take the more natural approach. Pretty glad I made it to Manizales on my own steam. I think I handled this situation pretty well, and I learned how to properly do a patch, which before I was doing it wrong, so it's a bonus. It was a pretty big climb to get here, so I think there's going to be some pretty sweet views. I've heard there's a cable car, so should be fun. And the owners of the hostel I'm staying at invited me to a football match, a local football match, which was something that was on my list of to-dos for Latin America.